Hey everybody, thanks for clicking on this video. Today we're going to look at the top 10 DVD concert releases in my collection and what they're worth according to the Discogs app. Of course not, eBay prices or Amazon prices are crazy for used stuff, so we're just going to go on to the app here and see what things are worth. Information about some cool movies that are coming out, or that have come out. We had a club here in Chicago in the Lincoln Park area called Neo. N-E-O, Neo, and they just put out a documentary about the club. Like I said, if you've never been to a club, it's still a great film just to watch, to see what the crazy punk scenes and the alternative rock scenes and all the crazy scenes that went through this club and how this struggling club survived for a very long time, actually. Also, Cream magazine, way back when you had a Circus, Hit Parader, Rolling Stone. Of course, Rolling Stone was always like the corporate view of everything, lots of ads. But Cream magazine was awesome. They're out of Detroit, and they really, when I started to review music, I always reflected like how they used to handle things in Cream. They didn't take things too seriously. They would just say weird stuff off the wall. So I really like Cream. This is a look at their run as a great magazine. I used to love the Cream profiles. Still keep some on Cheap Trick there, and there's Kiss. They would just say stupid stuff. They would keep the rock stars, if you will, in check. But just, come on, it's all silly. But yeah, Cream magazine. So if you haven't read this, check out this on DVD. It's a great release to look at the whole story of the magazine. Alright, enough blabbering about DVDs. Let's start blabbering about DVDs. Real quick before I get started, even though these two weren't in the top 10 of things that are worth anything, you could find them used pretty cheap. You should go out and get them. Led Zeppelin's Song of Me is the same, one of the best concert movies ever. Some say it's probably not their best concert as a band, but anyway, it's great. Their little dream sequences. For sure, check out Led Zeppelin's Song of Me, same. And I remember seeing this at theaters when it was cruising around the theaters. AC/DC, Let There Be Rock, another classic. If you love AC/DC today, of course you want to check out where it all came from. AC/DC, Let There Be Rock, great. These two concert movies set me on a path of like, hey, I want to play some rock and roll. It's great stuff. I tried to limit it to concert release because there's a lot of films like the Anvil story that came out a few years ago. Everyone loves that. There's a great heavy metal one on Thor. A guy called Thor, he used to tour around. So there's tons of great inside looks at these groups and stuff like that. I tried to say like what's really like concert footage. Number 10, worth about $23, is a film called DOA. It's about the early punk rock scene. It's really, a lot of it's about the Sex Pistols' 1978 tour across America, which was just awesome. And this is when punk rock was new. It was a little dangerous. People didn't know what to think of it. It was scary and everything. If you're into today's cleaned up pop punk or even hardcore stuff today, for sure you want to check out where it all came from. Number 9 came out in 2002, worth around $23. Of course, late great David Bowie. Now a lot of this is videos, some concert footage or early footage, but it showed as a concert release DVD, so I included it. Like I said, worth about $23. If you see this, pick it up. It is it's like 47 clips, so pretty much it's his whole career. It's awesome. It is a great look. You play this and you realize that we lost a musical artist genius. I mean, the guy was just amazing throughout his whole career. Number 8, Faith No More, came out in 2006, I believe. Probably was repressed in 2006, maybe, because I remember a lot of these coming out on VHS. I didn't include any VHS. I do have a lot of VHS. A lot of hard rock stuff and like Slayer and things like that. They came out on, they had these great concerts that would come out on VHS that they just never reproduced into a DVD. So I actually have a VHS to a converter, so I could convert them to DVD and watch them, even though people would say DVD is a lost format nowadays. But anyway, Faith No More, concert recorded September 28th, April 1990, is from London. Of course, that's early on in the career. Mike Patton had just kind of joined the group and took them to a whole nother level. Of course, he's in like 800 bands today. It's worth about $25, but if you see this, pick it up, because it also has another feature in here that has all their clips. It has like 18 of their videos, so it's really cool. if you like Faith No More or any other 5,000 groups that are associated with that, pick that one up. Of course, I'm a huge Cheap Trick fan. Number 7, Music for Hangovers. Came out in 2007, also worth a little over 25 bucks. This is great. These were 4 evenings that they played their first 4 albums, I believe. I was at the evening that they played their first album. It was just one of the most amazing concerts I've ever seen. A few people from Smashing Pumpkins joined them on stage for the shows, and it was just great. Music for Hangovers. It was, if you love Cheap Trick, great. If you love rock and roll, great. If you want to see a Smashing Pumpkin person perform on stage, great. 6, Midnight Special, also worth a little over 25 bucks. Now, in the early 70s, a lot of the slow rock and stuff like that came out on this show. This was a great show. There's a lot of times I just want to, there's nothing happening in the evening, I just want to kick back, I'll throw on this. It's just all the songs, all the performers, just takes you way back to a great time. Used to be a show on NBC, showed really late at night, obviously, and it's just got, you know, Aerosmith, Fleetwood Mac, ELO, Peter Frampton, Aretha Franklin, just tons and tons of great artists perform on this, and it's just, this is a, if you see this, pick it up. It's good stuff. Number 5, some would say an odd pairing, but it actually worked. Paul Rodgers from Bad Company, Free, The Firm, and Queen. Of course, Queen was left without a singer, unfortunately, so they just wanted to jam out. I think currently they're still out there with Adam Lambert. Of course, this is their short run with Paul Rodgers, which is an amazing voice. This was a live concert of theirs, worth, again, a little over 25 bucks. So none of these things are worth millions and millions, although some people on Amazon will be charging millions because they think they are. But that's a great concert. Obviously, all their hits, you know, and stuff like that. Number 4 came out in 2006, worth about 28 bucks. The Cars Unlocked. Someone handed one of the guys a like early video camera, so a lot of it's weird footage of them like hanging out backstage and trying to be crazy rock and rollers. But the concert footage of them performing songs is just great. There's not a lot of this group out there in concert, so it is really a great look. And then you realize just how great they were. You're like, oh, I know that song. 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 They had amazing songs, hit after hit after hit. Number 3, Kissology. Of course, it was Kissology 1, Kissology 2, Kissology 3. More Kiss than you ever wanted to be kissed. This one's over 33 bucks. I think the main reason why this one is up there in value more than the other 2 is probably because the whole MTV Unplugged behind the scenes and the performance. And the 4th disc on this has a concert from Queens from December 22, 1973. So that could also be a reason. But Kissology 3 makes it as number 3, worth a little over 33 bucks. Number 2 came out in 2008, worth a little over 40 bucks. 1978, of course, Cheap Trick played Budokan in Japan and just kicked ass. This is if you ever hear their I Want You and I Want Me, obviously they're probably not going to play the studio version on the radio. They always play the live version. That's from this concert. It's just a great show. It's got 3 CDs in it of all the performances and all that, but what you really want is the concert DVD. That's why people are seeking this out. It's a great look at probably the best rock and roll band ever, Cheap Trick. Number 1, before I show you this, I love the US Festival. That's another concert where they get a whole bunch of groups to play. I have the one from 83. I'm seeking out the one from 82. I really want to see that one. But in 1985, July 13th, I was working at a swimming pool as a locker room boy. I was getting paid like $1.06 an hour or $1.08 an hour. Sucked to be a locker room boy at the swimming pool, by the way. Everyone's having fun out in the pool, and I'm trapped in a locker room. I couldn't even see the pool from where I was in the locker. Oh, it sucked. And a lot of my friends from grade school were all hanging out at this one kid's house and checking out this concert because they had cable. And here I was, sitting in a locker room, smelling people's old gym shoes as they're out having fun. Anyway, the world was having fun and I wasn't. Live Aid, of course, everyone knows the Queen footage, the not-so-great Led Zeppelin footage, but you had Pretenders, Tom Petty, Duran Duran, Ultravox, REO Speedwagon, Kenny Loggins, Madonna, Eric Clapton, Ron Wood, David Bowie, The Who, Sting, Elton John, the Beach Boys. It goes on. Everyone that was alive was at this concert or watching it. It was huge. Unfortunately, I think they say a lot of the funds that were received from it when tried to get into the right hands, but didn't. But anyway, hopefully it helped some people out. Live Aid concert. This is the original one. Of course, there was a number 2, I believe, and maybe a number 3. I don't know. Woodstocks, Live Aid, Lollapaloozas. They all just blend in. But anyway, the original Live Aid. This is a great DVD. I've seen it, even people asking like $400 for it. Now, what it is worth about $50 you could find it used. Highly suggest it. It's a great look at the 80s and a great look at rock and roll during those times. Be sure to leave in the comments below some of your favorite concert movies and what would be number 1 in your collection. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to watch everything I put out. Be sure to send me Taco Bell. Thanks for watching.